Remember this bloke.
A number of people have described me as an economic conservative. When it comes to public finance, it's a badge I wear with pride.
It's exactly 10 years ago today that Kevin Rudd defeated John Howard and Labor took office. Writing this morning's Australian newspaper, the former Prime Minister outlined his top 10 achievements in office. And here they are. Remember, this is his version, not mine. Number 1, defeating John Howard. 2, preventing a recession post-GFC. 3, boosting the G20. 4, skills-based productivity strategy. If I even sound like Kevin Rudd saying it like that, don't know. I mean, what does that mean? Number 5, foreign policy and national security activism. Again, seriously, Kevin? Blah, 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 blah. 6, his failed carbon pollution reduction scheme. 7, massive education spending. Number 8, so-called health reform. Remember, there was a referendum to take over public hospitals that never actually happened. 9, a grab bag of social policy changes, including, wait for it, fighting for marriage equality, which I'll remind you, Kevin, you opposed for much of your time as PM, Julia Gillard as well. And last of all, number 10, Kevin Rudd's national apology to Indigenous Australians. Well, times have changed, Mr Rudd. I've got a TV show of my own, so you're not going to get away with this rubbish. Your top 10, you reckon? Well, let's have another look. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone, Liberal voter or not, who think your defeat of John Howard was anything other than a backward step for Australia. You inherited $50 billion in the bank, no net debt and surplus budgets as far as the eye could see. When you were turfed out of office in 2013, debt had ballooned to almost $300 billion. And that surplus you promised, year after year after year, well, it never turned up. An economic conservative, give me a break. But wait, there's more. You panicked in the GFC and sent $900 stimulus checks to everyone, including overseas backpackers and dead people. You spent $2 billion putting free installation in roofs around the country, only for it to catch fire, burn down homes and, tragically, cause the death of 4 young men. And then you wasted another $2 billion taking it out. You spent $16 billion on school halls, not teachers, not better education standards, just overpriced new buildings so you and your MPs could run along and open them, while our education results have slipped below Kazakhstan. You backed Australia with a 20% renewables target, which has set up the energy crisis we're grappling with even today. There was cash for clunkers, there was Fuel Watch, there was Grocery Watch, there was your joke that was the 2020 summit. There was your joke that was your treasurer, Wayne Swan. And above all, beyond a doubt, no one will ever forget 50,000 illegal arrivals, almost 1,000 boats, and at least 1,000 men, women and children, and that's all and only what we know about, drowned at sea. Quite frankly, Kevin Rudd, I could be here all night. I guess the only blessing in all of this that I came up with today is that you didn't get the job of running the United Nations. If you did this to Australia in almost 3 years, imagine the damage you could have done around the world. Goodbye, Mr Rudd, and good riddance. But I'm not going to let you go ahead and rewrite history.